I am hugely grateful for CPA and the colleagues and consultants and the teams that have surrounded Love Institute. Because interestingly, I feel that the Mid-South is going to be a better place because of the inputs and the investments that the University of Chicago has had.
The University of Chicago's Office of Civic Engagement launched the Community Programs Accelerator in 2014 primarily as a vehicle to leverage the resources of the university in support of community-based nonprofits on Chicago's South Side.
In 1971, the founders of ETA looked at the dearth of opportunities for African American artists in the city of Chicago. And they thought it would be one of the things that the community on the South Side should have the opportunities to experience the trappings that it provided. One of the first things confronting me was, how do I find or develop the collaborations necessary to keep ETA at the forefront of what it does? And I think one of the things that the Accelerator program was very interested in was being supporters for Southside institutions.
The Community Programs Accelerator provides resources through our workshop series, which are free and open to the public. We provide a grant of up to $50,000. We provide access to our corporate and philanthropic partners, and we also provide space to nonprofits on the South Side. They receive strategic coaching and support from our staff. Basically, we act as an additional staff person to help them think through the strategic direction of their organizations over the long term. We have students who work as nonprofit project managers on these individual projects, providing each of the organizations support as they're looking to build their capacity. And then finally, we have students who operate in teams to provide technical support over the course of 3 months. Those teams include our fund development team, marketing and communication, data analytics, and evaluation.
Working at the Accelerator impacted the trajectory of my career, both by giving me an opportunity to develop new skills, to really use some of the skills I gained in school as well as in previous jobs, really specifically to the work that nonprofits do.
The Accelerator program opened me up to different people who work for the University of Chicago, but we have a strong partnership with Urban Labs. And so there are different people on campus that I could name who are my mentors and that are big supporters of what it is that we do.
We were the very first cohort, and the Accelerator was just beginning. And so I think in many ways the Accelerator and we have grown together. And each year we learn more and benefit more. And it's not just what we get from the Accelerator, but it's the opportunity to meet with other community organizations. I think collaboration at this point is really key.
The Community Programs Accelerator has supported right around 120 organizations, and by the completion of this year, we expect to be right at 200. And in addition to that, we have had 2,000 people come through our workshop series. The Community Programs Accelerator has grown quite a bit since it started 5 years ago. As you know, it began primarily as an extension of the work of the Office of Civic Engagement. Since then, we've been able to forge key partnerships with the Harris School of Public Policy, who has done a lot of work to help us with our housing initiative. We've partnered with U Chicago Arts on the arts track last year, which added 10 organizations to our service pool last year. We'll be adding more organizations through our partnership with UHI and the Medical Center, where we're supporting their violence prevention grants. And then finally, our new partnership with SSA will look to add a new certificate to the work that we've already been doing in the Education Workshop Series.
Everyone has an opinion living next door to the University of Chicago. And so when I came, I was just on guard. And they changed my life. You know, I think most importantly for me, in just in 2014, in the beginning of joining the Accelerator program and what they did for us, I wasn't ready for, but they pushed me. So I think the only thing that I just want to add is just thank you. I'm just thankful.